Okay, let's get into some MAGA grift. Now, we are on Christmas Eve this evening. This is the last Chud Watch before Christmas, I think. So, it's gonna be, I don't think there's gonna be anything Christmas-related, but I do take a little bit of solace knowing that the MAGA Chuds are going to be spending their Christmas begging Santa to bring them a military coup. And luckily, I don't think Santa's down for that. He's, not exactly right-wing. Santa breaks into people's houses and spreads wealth to them by giving them free material possessions. That's not very capitalist of him, so I don't think he's going to help a fascist coup. I could be wrong, though. Who knows? He also likes red, so maybe he's a Nazbol, which would be unfortunate. But anyway, let's take a look at some MAGA cope for the holiday season, that it may warm our hearts. Donald Trump tweets, "The Supreme Court really let us down. No wisdom, no courage." Donald Trump apparently has forgotten that he appointed a third of the court. This person responds, "Amy Coney Barrett can now legally be..." Wow! Wow! I can't read that out loud. I can't read that out loud at all. Jesus effing Christ. We're starting off with some hot takes today. I assume you could read that on the screen and I don't have to read that out loud. Jeez. What's this say? And this is a red state, and it's someone with a thing on the back of their car that says Trump's a pussy bitch, F your feelings. This person responds, "If I see this on the road, I'm getting off the bike, putting my fist through the glass, and go up and chat with the driver." Weren't right-wingers mad about destroying property like a few months ago? Now they're not? Or what, is it just when they do it? Do the laws just not apply to them, or I don't know. It's confusing. This person says, "I speak for every true American citizen when I say that the 45th president definitely didn't deserve a first term, and he absolutely doesn't deserve a second term." Response says, 21 years serving my country, you don't speak for me. He deserves a second term, that's why he won." Oh no. Did Gina just get unfrozen like Captain America? Does she not know that the election happened and Trump lost? That's a shame. "I recommend everyone dump nanny Twitter, believe in hashtag freedom of speech and join Parler. Get the Parler app ASAP and secure a cool screen name." It's promoted. It's an ad. It's an ad that doesn't look like an ad. Interesting. Oh yeah, they did pay for the tweet and it only got 1 like. That's a shame. That's a waste of money, but you know, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. This person says, "What if you can't tell the gender of an individual person? Would you just assume? LOL, just a hypothetical question. Nothing serious." Someone responds, "I would assume, then they could correct me, but someone using they, them, or any other that isn't he, her is either seeking attention or has mental health issues." And again, they used the pronoun they in the thing. They used the pronoun they. Stupid. Non-binary people or anyone who uses they, them pronouns. You are valid, by the way. I'm sorry for the chuds. This person says, "If the spineless Republicans don't take a stand with our POTUS, I'll do everything I can to get every one of them voted out. I'll vote blue until every GOP without a backbone is gone. Joe Biden is a piece of poo. It doesn't take a special counsel to see that. Hashtag hell no China Joe." And this was in response to Terrence K. Williams tweeting, "I will never vote Republican again if they let Joe Biden steal the election." Oh no, don't do that. We wouldn't want that, would we, guys? This is the son of Jim Watkins, I believe his name is Jim Watkins, the owner of 8kun, which is the website where Q of QAnon fame posts their Q drops. It's rumored that Jim Watkins and this guy are actually Q. Trump is the role of Carrie for this election. With the help of his support, he powers up and all pieces fall together at the last moment. January 6th will be the crescendo's climax where he unleashes a whole world's worth of fury. Don't miss January 6th. PragerU says, what's scarier to you? A virus with a survivability rate of 99.9% or hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of children? What? Of children being... that word? Oh no, PragerU! Why? Why do you think you can only care about one of those things? We must own the lexicon. Any talk of a Biden administration is sedition. Oh no. The Donald.win. I hope there's an FBI agent just assigned to staring at the Donald.win all day and tracking the IP addresses of all the people who are posting openly seditious stuff. Like, they've been talking about, you know, basically shooting people because they don't like that Biden won the election, so I would hope the FBI has someone visiting their houses, maybe, and being like, hey, no, don't do that. Don't LARP on the internet like you're gonna do something. That's how you get visited by the government. 600 times 328 million equals 196.8 billion. This bill is for 900 billion. Guess who's getting that other 700 billion? This is on the R Conservative subreddit. Guys, you're conservatives. Why are you voting for Republicans if you don't want your money going to corporations? This person on the corner saying it's not over. It's over. Biden did not so-called win it, was a rigged election, angry face, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Untrue. Liberty Hangout, who I might add, whose colors on their logo are taken from, like, the libertarian flag, say, I would be perfectly okay with outlawing the Libertarian Party. Who agrees? Much liberty. Very Hangout. Terrence K. Williams, again, that's just the tweet we saw earlier, saying he'll never vote for a Republican again. So that's nice. This person says Biden was installed, not elected. No, he was voted for by most people. Turns out that's how elections are supposed to work. Conservatives go a single day without victimizing yourselves challenge. By choosing not to get vaccinated, we will become illegal aliens in our own country. And then there's two water fountains, one for vaccinated and one for not vaccinated. I take great issue with this image because these water fountains are not far enough apart. Gotta get them different rooms if possible. If you're not vaccinated and it's available to you, I don't think I want to be in the same room as you. This person says, take a mental picture of your liberal friends and families. This may be one of the last days before their heads explode into complete oblivion. Their meltdowns will be written about in history books. Again, if Donald Trump somehow installed himself as emperor for life, or installed himself even just as president permanently, yeah, people would be upset, rightfully so, because it would be the end of American democracy, and that's bad, as it turns out. You don't want to live in a despotic state. It's not a fun time. Please thank Trump who made this vaccine available. No. Trump did not make this vaccine available. It was developed in Germany by Turkish immigrants. Fun fact. Here's that map again. Oh, does land vote? And then it's the meme. This is my favorite, like, meme about this, is when you have the kid who doesn't understand that, you know, putting something in a taller glass doesn't mean there's more of it. It's Republicans. Jim Watkins' son, again, says, to everybody DMing me about organizing caravans to DC on January 6th, please put your details into this page so we can keep everything centralized for people to help out easily. If you wanted to put your own information in here, or, I don't know, fake information, you know, information that would complicate matters for them, there's a link. This has got to be a fake post because it's 4chan, but I find it funny nonetheless. I bet $27,000 on Donald Trump winning the election. It was everything I had. I was going to use the winnings to finally get my degree, and now I have nothing. Effing nothing! I'm sitting here crying, and I want to drive as fast as I can into a tree. FML. I don't know if you saw, but Newsmax retracted their stories on, like, Dominion voting machine election fraud because the company who owns Dominion Voting Systems, maybe that's the name of the company, or maybe it's owned by a parent company, I don't remember. They are basically sent a legal cease and desist letter and said, if you don't retract that, we're going to sue you for defamation. Because what Newsmax and One America News Network and these various news organizations who are claiming election fraud based on these machines, based on no evidence, they're doing slander. They're slandering the company. So anyway, they retracted their stories and did a little segment where they're like, hey, there's no evidence that these voting systems were involved in any sort of fraud. And now right-wingers are very mad at Newsmax, even though Newsmax was their best friend like 2 weeks ago. Pot-smoking Patriot says, I'm not sure who needs to hear this, but all mainstream media is trash, including Newsmax. Newsmax is apparently mainstream media now. The owner has been a huge donor to the Clintons. It's all a psyop. They'll make you feel like you're losing your mind. Turn it the F off. Unfortunately, still way too many people need to not just hear this call, but understand it 100%. Too many people hear but don't listen. This person doesn't know the kind of "to" that you should use in these instances. And then this person says, I was hoping Newsmax was gonna be legit. You can also see their profile picture for Twitter is them standing with a cardboard cutout of Donald Trump, which is an interesting personality to have. And by interesting, I mean not good. Fact checkers didn't exist until the truth started to get out. Cool. Let me see if I can get this one to play. I've been having trouble with Twitter videos recently.
Petition the courts, and we ask, Lord, that as it is written in the books of heaven, as it has been ordained in the councils of heaven, that President Donald J. Trump shall be reset and shall be reseated as...
Can I just say I appreciate the somber Casio, I'm sorry, it's a Yamaha keyboard in the background. Like, did he tell him, okay, Tim, I need, ominous, but like somber, just tones, okay? Ba, ba.
The President of the United States of America. You, Lord, will arise and you will cause my President, Donald J. Trump, to be reset and to be reseated, Jesus. would you grant that it would be done, Lord?
Robert Henderson. Let me see if I can find him. Robert Henderson. Does he have like a YouTube, or does he just have like a Twitter? Pastor.
That's right, capitalistic propaganda.
There's an About Us. Usually on About Us or something. Probably a Facebook thing. Might be a Facebook live stream or something. Is there any information on, like, live stream? Must be from the live stream. Oh, you gotta pay? For his live stream? Lame. What he should really do is make that sweet, sweet bit message money. That's where it's at. You let people in for free. You pay them to talk to you. More than 300,000 Trump supporters plan to join virtual second inauguration event on January 20th. That's not pathetic in the least. Those who aren't standing with Trump and his fairness in this election should watch their backs in 3 weeks from now. You'll be on the wrong side of this war. Yes, I just said war. Stand with Trump now before it's too late. See, this is what Republicans should not, like, be playing games with Donald Trump. They need to be telling him, you lost, get over it, or they're gonna get, like, Night of Long Knives, if you know anything about the rise of Nazi Germany. The Night of Long Knives is when Hitler, in order to consolidate power within the Nazi party, basically took anyone who was not loyal to him in the party apparatus and had them killed. So that's why fascism's bad for everyone, by the way. Even if it's your side that's the ones that are doing the fascism. Fascism eats people up like a meat grinder. Doesn't really matter. Liberty Hangout says, the United States has 3 options to choose from. Go the way of the Soviet Union and accept a Biden presidency. Go the way of the Roman Empire and Trump declares himself a monarch to save the nation. Or 3, red states secede and start a new nation. Which shall it be? Honestly, even if it was like a decision between these 3 things, which it's not, this is a false trichotomy? Is that a thing? Is a trichotomy a word? It's like a dichotomy, but with 3. Either way, Biden isn't going to turn the U.S. into the Soviet Union, but let's say in this, like, fictional universe that Liberty Hangout is constructed around themselves, I'd still pick number 1, because I don't want an absolute monarch, and as much as I'm not a big fan of red states because of the policy decisions that get put in place because of them, there are plenty of people in red states, typically, like, the non-white people living there, who would be treated quite badly if the South seceded yet again. So, I think that's a bad idea. I'll go with number 1. I'll go with number 1.
I hope that this message reaches its rightful recipient. Mr. President, my name is Tracy Beans. I am a wife, a mother, and I'm also an investigative journalist. I understand as well as the American people do, and I think I speak for millions of Americans right now, that we understand that you are surrounded by a den of vipers who do not have the best interests of the United States of America at heart, or your best interests at heart either. We are still out here fighting, and we are the ones who matter. We know what happened on November 3rd, and now we just need to look at all these machines and prove it.
This is what I don't get. She says, we know what happened on November 3rd, but we need to look at the machines to prove it. If you don't already have evidence, why do you think you know what happened? You're starting with a conclusion, and now you're frantically searching for evidence that your conclusion is true. That's an ass-backwards way of trying to conduct reasonable ways of investigating the world. Why do you start with the supposition that Donald Trump must have won the election? He's historically unpopular. He never had Even in, like, his first, and presidents typically, like, their first, year or whatever, they have their highest approval ratings right after the election. Donald Trump never got above, like, 46, 47% or something. He certainly never got above 50%. He's not a popular guy. I mean, like, I'm talking as a percentage of the population. The people who are into Trump, and there's a lot of them, are very into Trump. But there are fewer of them than people who hate Donald Trump. It's why he lost this election. It's why he lost the popular vote in 2016. This is the reasonable, like, result of triggering the libs for 4 years. Congrats! The libs were so triggered they all went out to vote against Donald Trump, even if they hate Joe Biden. Mission succeeded! Libs successfully triggered.
Are asking, begging you at this point to do everything that you can do in your power to allow us the opportunity to get to the bottom of this fraud before January 6th. What do you have to lose? You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. We have been fighting so hard since November 3rd and even before so that the Republic of the United States of America can remain sovereign, that our elections will matter and have integrity. We are still here. We are still fighting. We support and we pray for you, and we know how hard this is. But we are still here, and we are what matters. At the end of the day, I know that every honest American out there really, really agrees that we need to get the bottom of this and the
No. Again, things have already been investigated. That's fine. I'm completely fine with, like, recounts and audits and stuff. Those are, granted to you legally. That's completely fine. Recounts have been done. They actually showed more votes for Biden than the first time. But anyway, recounts were done. Audits have been done. No fraud has been found. Actually, that's not true. I saw 2 cases of voter fraud, and they were both for Donald Trump. So, what are you basing this belief on? Other than your feelings.
Electoral College needs to do the right thing as mandated under the Constitution. You can take that first step and do what you need to do to make sure that that happens. You have nothing to lose except the country. We love you. We support you. This is about much more than just this one election. And as the American people, we beg of you, please do the right thing. And if this one last opportunity doesn't expose the absolute abhorrent nature of the fraud that has befallen this election, at least you will know that you did everything in your power to get to that point. We love you, God bless you, and God bless America.
Melodramatic much? Don't forget, he's the master showman and strategic thinker. The art of the deal is all about war. Keep enemies off balance, appear to be crazy. Let's fight the battle with him, but also be calm and see whose hand is on the Bible at noon on 1/20. Please, let's see. Let's see whose hand will be on the Bible, please. Bernie likes to stir up millennials by telling them, again, do they think millennials are like 12 years old? Millennials are in their 30s. Bernie likes to stir up millennials by telling them that the US is the only major country that doesn't guarantee healthcare to people as a right. He also forgets to mention that we are the #1 country in medical research, innovations, cures, Nobel Prizes, and survival rates. Are you ready for the punchline? Hey guys, I usually don't post stuff like this, but my grandpa underwent surgery, underwent emergency brain surgery, and is going to be way behind on his bills while he recovers. If anyone would like to help my family and I reach this goal for him, we would be forever grateful. GoFundMe.com. People, Republicans and voting against their own self-interest. Name a more iconic duo. Oh boy, this is gonna be a long one.
nothing
Why
funny
our
about the
Trump
tools
flag
of
flies in our
capitalism.
yard yet? Magnificent President Trump is having the time of his life. Hard to argue against this. Right now, Trump is sitting on a stack of Trump cards, or maybe Uno Wild
nothing
Draw
funny about
4
the tools
more
of
years
capitalism.
that he was just waiting to lay down like a royal flush. Excuse me. He has court cases still pending that will go to the Supreme Court, and thanks to Texas case,
There's nothing
he
funny
now
about
know
the
how
tools
to
of
file it
capitalism.
under Article 3, not 2 that will force them to hear it. That's not how that works. He has the DNI report on Friday. Barr steps down the 23rd,
There's nothing
can now
funny
be a
about the
witness.
tools of
He did his
capitalism.
job. Durham is special counsel, can prosecute in any state. He's letting civil, criminal, federal courts fail to handle the situation properly so he can
There's
use
nothing funny
military
about the tools of
tribunals?
capitalism.
That's not how things work. He has the data, all of it from the NSA, the Kraken supercomputer. Oh, is the Kraken a supercomputer now and not the lawsuit Sidney Powell
Nothing funny
filed?
about the tools
That's a
of
goalpost
capitalism.
shift I didn't see coming. Probably a couple others we haven't heard about, too. He has the dueling electors from 7 state legislatures. He has VP Pence's final arbiter on which ballots to
nothing funny
accept.
about the
He
tools
has
of
Insurrection
capitalism.
Act. He has the NDAA, the National Emergency, the 14th Amendment, the 2018 Executive Order, the 2017 very first Executive Order, the Patriot Act, the FISA
nothing
warrants,
funny
the
about the tools of
declassification of
capitalism.
everything. Man, there's a lot of noise happening. Oh, Phoenix Vengeance, thank you for gifting a bunch of subs. He has people
nothing
sworn
funny about the
affidavits
tools of
by the
capitalism.
1,000. The QR code scan guy who just needs access to some real ballots, and he can detect if they are fake by looking for creases and printing items using his scanner technology.
about the tools of
He has all the
capitalism.
statistical data being analyzed, not the statistical data. He has the videos, emails, phone calls, bank transfer statements showing the coordination of this coup. He has
That's right,
RICO.
capitalistic
As
propaganda.
Legal Eagle says, it's never RICO. He has the Crimes Against Humanity videos. The Crimes Against Humanity videos? Oh god, it keeps going. I thought it was only 2 pages. He has WikiLeaks just dropped a ton, and Assange will be pardoned so he can talk about Seth Rich. Now that the governors and Secretary of State certified and Biden accepted, they committed and knowingly agreed to treason. Solar Winds just raided in Dominion, closing up shop. Same with politicians and media. Dominion isn't closing up shop. Dominion is actively suing people for doing what this person is doing, slandering them. He has the CA servers used to change Dominion machines. He will soon have access to the machines, too. He baited them to stay in D.C. so they can be inaugurated. Oops, arrested. Biden hasn't accepted any transition money, nor has Kamala given up her seat. Kamala hasn't given up her seat for votes because until January, Congress is still voting on stuff like the stimulus deal that just happened. And again, with the potential new one that's going to be coming with the 2,000, who knows how that's going to go. That's why. And they're saying that they're baiting them to DC to get arrested? What? And they did release money for the Biden transition. I think the Department of Justice or someone stopped doing or took back giving Biden intelligence reports or some bullshit, which is unsafe. That's part of the reason 9/11 happened.
That's right,
Was the
capitalistic
sloppy
propaganda.
transition because of the 2000 bullshit. But either way, what? This is full of falsehoods. The military has infiltrated Antifa and Black Lives Matter, and he has the financials. Wait, Antifa and Black Lives Matter are a part of this? In what way? He knows which politicians took Chinese and Soros money. He put in Miller and Watnick. Who are they? He also just reduced dumb regulations. The dumb ones. Oh, those ones. He wrote an executive order in the military line of succession. He is
There's nothing funny
defunding
about
the
the tools
CA.
of
He
capitalism.
replaced Kissinger and Albright on the National Security Advisory Board with his loyalists. That's not good. If a president's replacing people with loyalists, that's generally considered a bad move. The military has been flying more planes over America. Citation? The Navy just parked huge fleets on both coasts. The 82nd is preparing for an operation, same as group of Flynn and Donahue. Things are falling into place. He has it all. He is just laying out the case, building the narrative. He knows he won and they cheated. He gave them the chance to fix things. They chose not to. Now they all go down, and it's gonna be a temper tantrum unlike any they have had before, because as Biden said a week before the election, they had the best voter fraud system in the world. Again, quoting Biden out of context, the context being he was saying they have the best anti-voter fraud team in the world, but okay. Do you?
Get that thing rolling.
Oh, did you guys see this? At some event Charlie Kirk was at, they had sponsors come and shoot money at the crowd. It was a Turning Point USA thing.
All right.
Check.
Let's go. Put some money in there. Let's go.
This is how we do.
Folks.
This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Unreal. Cartoon Network tells children there are multiple genders. There's only one gender. Depression. Can someone tell me what President Trump has to lose by declaring martial law? The Democrats might say bad things? If he declares martial law, again, that would be the end of democracy. That's bad, okay? Did you see this Ben Garrison comic where it's Rudy Giuliani and he actually has the sweat? Interesting choice, Ben. Interesting choice.
Who's there? Texas. Texas who? Texas when you're done whining about the next 4 years when the Supreme Court rules in Donald Trump's favor and is inaugurated on January 20th. Trump 2020. Checkmate.
That one's pretty cringe.
The President of the United States of America.
Oh, have you seen this one?
How does it feel to be the President of the United States of America? You don't get the fucking talk in my fucking house. You fuck.
What'd you say to my daughter?
What did he say to me?
Sophie, go upstairs. I don't want you to see this. Go. Go, please. You done touching kids, huh? You done? Tell everyone. Say you're done. Say it, sorry. Say it. I'm sorry.
So that guy might be getting a visit from the Secret Service. Fun fact, never, ever make threats towards the president. You will get a visit from the Secret Service. Oh, the irony in this one is so, like, they're still acting like liberals or people on the left are, like, mad. Guys, Donald Trump lost. We're not mad. You guys have been nonstop reeing for the past month. Will reality ever hit these people? What is gonna happen? Here's people praying for Trump.
求你为他，求你保护他，因为他信靠你的名，因为他捍卫你的名。因为他为了你的名承受了3年之久的。是的，主啊，求你为他伸冤。3年的。
Ah. MAGA rally in front of Babies R Us, which is convenient for their uses because they are a bunch of babies. This was funny, because people, you know, right-wingers have been like, Donald Trump declare martial law, and Donald Trump tweeted, martial law equals fake news, just more knowingly bad reporting. A bunch of right-wingers were mad about that, because they want Trump to, you know, declare martial law and destroy democracy, but whatever. Whatever. Are there any more videos? Did we watch this one on
chauvinist, and I am a proud Western chauvinist, and I will not be intimidated or bullied by fucking communists!
I think we've seen this stuff, so. That's the MAGA cope for the Christmas season. Buckle up, folks. It's just getting started. January 6th will be a whole new round of ridiculous goalpost shifting when Congress meets and confirms Joe Biden won the election. And then, of course, January 20th, when Biden gets sworn in. It's gonna be interesting. Let's say that.